Good morning, welcome back to Beach Farms. This morning, at least for a little while, we've got a really crappy job. That's a joke, and you'll see why here in a moment. So what we're doing today, we've got a little manure to haul. So now you get my joke, I hope. But basically nothing too awful fancy here. Just take that tractor, load that spreader, go to the field and spread it. So I'll take you guys along just so you can see what I'm doing. I'll set you up here so you can watch me load this thing. Not too much to it. So real quick look at this machine here. It's got a couple rows of beaters here. Basically that's what spins and flings all the manure out the back. This spreader here is also equipped with a hydraulic end gate, and as you can see, that keeps everything in there till you get to the field. So I'll take you guys along with me. We'll head to the field and we'll take a look at this thing in action. All right, so here we are in the field. Take a quick look here. This is the field where we chop silage at. That corn that you see standing over there was part of the test plot. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but those signs are still even there from that test plot. So what we're doing here is obviously applying this manure that we just loaded onto this field, and the main reason we're doing that is there is actually a lot of nutrient value still in that manure for the ground. It kind of completes the circle, I guess, if you call it that. You grow the corn, chop the corn, you harvest the corn, you feed the cattle, you get the byproduct from the cattle, you put it back on the field. It's good for the ground. And the main reason we're doing it here on this silage ground, yeah, it's the only ground that we have available that's open, that doesn't have a crop on it right now, but When you chop this corn and you take the entire plant, there's a lot of nutrient value also in that residue from like a traditional corn harvest, where you have you cut the stalks off, oh, I don't know, 14, 16 inches tall. Every bit of the stalk and stuff that doesn't go into the combine tank gets scattered back onto the field. All that stuff decomposes through the winter, breaks down, releases the nutrients back into the soil. Well, obviously, if you chop this and take the entire plant, there's no residue here left, which is why the ground here looks pretty bare. So that's not like you're probably used to seeing from behind the field that's been harvested with the combine. So we need to move some of this manure out from our stack pad, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit today. And we need to put it on this field to boost that fertility back up and kind of put stuff back where it belongs. Also, this has got quite a bit of straw and hay and just lots of various things in it, and it builds up organic matter in the soil, which is always a good thing. We always try to build organic matter, and a lot of that's through crop rotation, continuous no-till, that sort of thing, and that helps with future crops for nutrient absorption. I know that's getting a little complicated, so we won't get into a whole lot of detail with that, but basically what we're going to do here, we're going to raise that tailgate, we're going to turn the PTO on, and we're going to head down through the field here. And over here beside of me, Dad just brought one load up here earlier a few minutes ago, and he had to actually run and do something else, so I get this job now. But hey, it's a crappy job, but somebody's got to do it, but it's not really that bad. So what I'm going to try to do is maybe stick you guys out here on the fender so you can get a good look and watch this thing in action. Alright, so temporarily on hold here for a moment. It is rather cloudy this morning, and they are forecasting a decent chance of rain. And what Dad actually did is went to town to get a buggy with some fertilizer in it to put on some pasture fields. And obviously you don't want to or don't need to do that or haul that in the rain, because to get your fertilizer wet, and that's not a good situation. So he just called me wanting me to check the radar, which is a really common occurrence here on the farm, because you have to know who the boss is when you're farming, and that's always Mother Nature. So I'm going to look here and see. Oh, okay. Bear with me for a second. Well, if you guys are going to be able to see here, I'll try to zoom it in a little. So where that blue dot is, and I think that rain's gonna drift away from us, but that's one of the things you learn through the years of farming, especially here since technology has advanced to where we have radar on our cell phones now. It's still hard to call. I don't really know. I think I might call them back, and I'll make a better assessment on it. We're gonna go ahead and get this load unloaded. I'll study on this a little bit as we're going. So I'm actually gonna have to put you guys out back here so you can see. So hopefully no flying debris hit you while you're out there, but you get a good look at it. So we'll try that. so I said I was going to show you guys the stack pad and what exactly I mean when I say stack pad. So there's some of these calves in here laying down. Try to get in here out of the sun so you can maybe get a little better look at it. You can see there where I've been scooping at, but basically just a building with treated 2x6 sidewalls around 3 sides. Of course, the front here is open where you push it out of the feedway area and shove it up into here. Just basically a catch basin for your manure till you can haul it out. That's one of the things with livestock manure, can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. The blessing is the nutrient value and the replenishment of all that stuff that you were removing from your field. It's just sitting right here in front of you in a pile. And the curse is it's sitting right here in front of you in a pile, and you've only got limited amount of space to store that. And if the ground conditions don't allow, or the weather conditions don't allow, and your building gets full, you get in a tight spot. You got to get some of it out. So that's why we usually try to take advantage of every situation that we can to haul manure every chance we get. So this is the first chance basically we've gotten this year, but we like to kind of keep it down. It's probably, it's less than half full, and hopefully by the time I get that field covered up there, it'll be way back in here. I don't know if I'll get all this on there or not, but these calves in here kind of make it interesting to get in here and haul this, because they like to loaf around in here in the shade, but I need them to be out of the way. So see if we can get them to move. Yeah, they get up on top of there and they lay. I guess it's soft and it feels good, so hopefully I can gently coax them off of there. Those are some future quarter pounders moving there. Oh, always one in every bunch. You know what, I guess I'll just leave him up there. All right, I gotta go back up here and get the tractor. So we had a little bit of an extended lunch break today. Actually, pastor and his wife came down and ate some chili with us. So hey, Brother Billy and Sue Ann, if you're watching, we're gonna get back to going here. Got to go up here and get the tractor. So I'll try to position you guys in here in the tractor so you can see me getting this out of here, and you can kind of follow along with what I'm doing. Well, here we are standing in the corn plot. The actual field day was a few days back, so we're just going to do a little recap here to close out this video. Out of all, I think 13 different varieties, I believe. If I had to pick my favorite from just the way it looks, from everything that I see that I think will yield the best here in this particular situation, I believe, make sure you can read that, yeah, 8437, and up here they wrote new on it. And I get you guys to look at it here. Of course, these ears were pulled back whenever the field day was, but this actually has some green growing in here still. So I'm really liking the looks of this. It's been impressive throughout, even with all of the conditions that weren't so favorable for corn. Not to say that the rest of them are bad, because they're not, but this one here I think will be your high yielder, my opinion. But I'm no corn expert, I'm just a farmer, so I like what I see, and hopefully that translates into results. So we will keep you posted whenever harvest day comes for this. Don't exactly know when that'll be, and as green as that's looking, it may be 2 or 3 more weeks, or maybe even a month from now. But I'll try to remember that I said that 8437 will be the top yielder. We'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Won't be the first time I'd be wrong. But anyway, that's going to wrap up the video here. So we're Really appreciate you guys tuning in. We'd love for you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. If you like what you see, throw a quick plug in here for this seed company, First Choice Seed. We've been dealing with them for several years. They've got good product, they've got good customer service. They're all the time trying to expand their lineup in different ways and different crops, and we don't really mind trying new stuff out. So if you need more information on them, you can drop a comment down below, and I'll try to get back to you and give you whatever information you might need. But for now, that's going to do it for this video, so we'll catch you guys in the next one.